Come on, pup. Come on. Dogs are really a wonderful animal to study for all kinds of reasons, and a wonderful animal to study aging in. Dogs get many of the same diseases that we do. They have a sophisticated healthcare system like we do. They live in our environment, so the risk factors for aging that we experience are likely to be the same risk factors that dogs experience. And for us, a really important motivation for studying dogs is that people love dogs. So the work we do is work with the community out there of dog owners, and they are enthusiastic about what we're doing because people love dogs.
You're such a good girl.
The Dog Aging Project was born about 12, 13 years ago when we first realized that studying aging in dogs would be a great idea. And the goal of the Dog Aging Project is to follow people's dogs, dogs in people's homes for their entire lives, to collect as much information as we can. And by doing that, with the help of the owners who provide us with the data and with samples that we can analyze, our goal is to understand how biology and environment shape healthy aging. So the Dog Aging Project welcomes all dogs, any age, any breed, any size, all around the country. Right now, we're especially looking for young dogs, including puppies. We're looking for dogs of unusual breeds, especially in the large breed dogs. Labrador retrievers, golden retrievers, German shepherd dogs are so common. We have a lot of those. And if you have a dog like that, we'd love to get it, but we're especially interested in those less common large breed dogs. And then we're also looking for rural dogs, dogs that live on farms or ranches, to round out our whole sample. To participate in the Dog Aging Project, all you need to do is go to the website, dogagingproject.org, and nominate your dog. That takes just a couple minutes, and then you'll get an email inviting you to create your own personal portal for that dog. Any personal data about you that you provide us, we will never release. You answer a lot of questions about your dog so we can learn about the health and the lifestyle of your dog. And once you complete that survey, you become a member of the Dog Aging Project pack for the rest of that dog's life. And every year we'll ask you to fill out a survey to update us on how that dog has been doing. There are opportunities for dogs to enroll in specific studies that are part of the Dog Aging Project. There's a foundation study, for example, that includes about 8,500 dogs, and all of those dogs will be sent cheek swabs for DNA collection. There's another group we call the precision group, and people whose dogs are in the precision group will get kits sent to them that they'll bring to their veterinarian to collect blood and hair and fecal samples, and we'll do sophisticated molecular biology analysis on those samples. And then there's a third group that we call Triad, that stands for Test of Rapamycin in Aging Dogs. And those dogs will be part of a clinical trial asking if a drug called rapamycin can improve healthy aging in dogs.
You're such a good dog. You're very patient with this whole business, huh?
As co-director, right, I'm involved in sort of all aspects of the Dog Aging Project, and I'm also the primary investigator on the clinical trial, Triad, which stands for Test of Rapamycin in Aging Dogs. And the goal of that clinical trial is to determine whether a drug called rapamycin can slow aging, increase lifespan, and prevent age-related diseases in pet dogs. From very simple animals like budding yeast or nematode worms and fruit flies, all the way up to mammals, mice and rats, showing that in all of those animals, if you treat them with this drug, you can increase lifespan by between 15 to 40%, and not only increase lifespan, but it really seems to delay most of the declines that go along with aging. And in more complicated animals like rodents, they get many of the same age-related diseases that we do. They get cancer, they get heart disease, things like that, and rapamycin seems to either delay the onset of those diseases, or actually in many cases, if you start the treatment in middle age, you can reverse some of the functional declines that go along with aging. So there's really good evidence to support the idea that this particular intervention can either delay or reverse signs of aging in lots of different animals. And so the question that we're particularly interested in asking is whether it will have that effect in dogs. And so we're really interested in recruiting a diversity of different types of dogs into this study so that we can understand, what is that interaction between aging and the specific genetic profile of those breeds that puts them at high risk for these specific age-related diseases. And again, this is important for veterinary medicine. If we're able to do this, this will allow veterinarians to improve the care for those dogs. And it's also important for human medicine. We know that many human diseases of aging have a genetic component. There are certain genetic factors that put some people at higher risk of developing certain types of cancer or Alzheimer's disease or diabetes. And so again, I think that the knowledge that we'll gain from the Dog Aging Project will inform us both about how to improve the health and well-being of our pet dogs, but also about potential risk factors for human age-related diseases.